via conference call or Zoom due to COVID. Please note, no nominations from the floor will be considered unless that individual has been.
Rule of order 46.4.
Well, let me, sir, can I finish this? And then I'll be happy to give you your time. Please note, no nominations from the floor will be considered unless that individual has been through the nomination process.
Point of order. Point of order.
That was the email that was sent out April 2nd.
Again. Go, Alex. Point of order. Do it again, Alex.
Do it again, Alex.
Alex.
Point of order. We would like to nominate from the floor according to Robert's Rule of Order 46.4.
Yes, yes. Second. We want to nominate from the floor.
Nominate from the floor. Not the way it's always done.
Robert's Rules, high school level.
New way to do things.
Point of order.
So are you. Article 7
They said that they would do this.
Republican Party bylaws state if it's not specified in your rules, then we refer to Robert's Rules of Order, which allows nominations from the floor.
Under what authority?
It is specified in that rule.
Under what authority? All right.
Hey, I have one more point to make real quick. If we're supposed to go through the interview process, I've been through that interview process. I went through it in 2020 for the election. My interview process...
That's not for this, William. That's not for this. This is for a county.
It's my point.
No, we're not going to get it. We're out of order. Out of order.
Don, let him speak. Did you just make a ruling from the floor that because of the language in that letter that there may not be nominations from the floor? Did you just make that ruling?
He's Chairman!
You shall run the meeting under the rules.
Yes.
You want to go ahead and fix the rule? Listen, since you're asking these questions, let's find out what the state says.
The state says.
Okay, here's the gist. The Chatham County Republican Party followed Georgia GOP 9-11B. We made it clear, and we did this before any of this started. Way back in February, we voted and adopted how we were going to run it. It's in the minutes. The state already has it. That's
Arbitrary, capricious guidelines.
I'm sorry that nobody got involved with the Chatham County Republican Party until we had...
What's wrong with
Don. The rule clearly says we complied with 911B, and we put the call out, and we sent the email just like the state Republican Party does. If nobody, I can't finish. You can't do a point of order while I'm trying to still give the answer.
What a point of order is.
I'm trying to answer the question. I can't finish answering the question if everybody's going to interrupt.
Second.
You got to film me?
Specifying a date.
Dominique, Sergeant at Arms, you need to, Dominique, if you keep filming, you're going to have to be removed. We've already told you not to film. The state GOP is clear. When the convention starts, there should be no documents and recording. These are part of an official LLC meeting.
That's states.
We have a right, and we're also on private property.
State.
So, let Ms. Shelley out here.
State only. State only. State only.
Okay, here's for a clarification, because I've got a copy of Robert's Rules and other people do. The only time that a Robert's Rules of Order comes into play is when there is a rule that is not already answered or specified. That's when you go and pull out Robert's Rules of Order. If you have a rule already listed in the Georgia Republican Party rules, in the Georgia GOP rules, in the Chatham County rules, and convention rules, and all that stuff, the rules here override anything. Robert's Rules of Order cannot override a rule that has already been put in place. The only way you can do that anyway, you can't do it most of the time, is by a 2/3 vote. That's the only way you can override something that is already in place.
The particular rule you're referring to has to do with state conventions.
This is the county.
State conventions, this is a county convention, and my point is, if the nominating committee only nominates one person, nobody is allowed to be nominated from the floor, and you have already nominated people, and as somebody over here so astutely observed, you're already declaring these people the winner, then why are the rest of us even
Yeah, let's
here? Why are we here?
Because you all signed up and said y'all wanted to help the Republican Party.
We can't
Y'all
vote.
came here, sir, I've got the floor, you asked the question and I'm answering. Every one of you came here and showed up under the pretense, and everyone said, you want to help make this party better. We do. Okay? Taking over the party by people who have never been a member for 1 or 2 months is not helping the Republican Party. Every one of them just spoke about unity and division, and y'all want to divide everything. Okay, well, again, can I read the rule? All right, the rule is this. I've already been confirmed by the state parliamentarians, the state executive director, and the Georgia GOP chairman. We were on the phone. We have been going through this for months. We, as Chatham County, followed the rule. We did what we wanted to do. Every county and every district in this state, you can't have a perfect order. I'm trying to answer a question.
You can't appeal to the parliamentarian.
Let him talk. He's going to talk anyway. Just let him talk. Just let him finish. And then we can go.
Thank you, Ken.
It wasn't for you, sir.
Okay.
Just let him go. Let him talk.
Per the state, Chatham County, like every other county and district, sets their rules and complies with the Georgia GOP call and their rules and the convention rules. And that's exactly what we did way back in February. I'm sorry, we did this even before the precinct meeting on March the 20th. We did all this stuff. We've sent all of our stuff to the state. We are following the rule the state does. And I will just tell you this point blank. How many of y'all read the Georgia GOP call? I know everybody's got it. On the second page, number 5, what does it say? If you are running for state office in the Georgia GOP, you must turn in your resume and application to the nominating committee by April the 23rd. I can't answer a question and give y'all facts. You gotta listen to the truth.
It's Chatham. It's county.
Mr. Chairman, let me please make a point clear. That is, that if you are under the nominating committee rules, you're under the nominating committee rules. And the nominating committee is free to require any kind of conditions it wants to on the people it nominates. The nominations from the floor are separate and independent pathways to nomination.
I'm asking for a point of order. Do we not all in here agree? The reason that we had problems last year in this election, and they'll tell you, was because there was a consent agreement signed by people because of me? Yes, I was in the office with the Secretary of State and the Georgia GOP, and then you're right, because of me. The point is, they signed a consent agreement that changed the election rules after the election had already started. Now, we're all against that, are we not? Yes. Now you want us to change all the election rules because a few people want to change it after we've already started the process. That is out of order, and that is not the way we conduct business. And if we're conservatives, then we should conduct ourselves professionally. You may not like and disagree with the rules, but we follow the rules, we submit the paperwork, and we're doing the right thing. I'm sorry that y'all were told by somebody to send them y'all's resumes and not send them to Donna.
That didn't happen.
We have it in black and white. That's not our fault.
That didn't happen.
People were in the process, and they willfully did not follow the process.
I object to the ruling of the chair. If you object to the ruling of the chair, you must have a vote.
Do it again.
I'm not speaking.
No, he's objecting.
We're going to sit there, if we're going to come together and do what we talked about doing, listen, if the intent was that, nobody would have voted.
Mr.
Listen, here's what